Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. As you just heard, I'm Margaret Low. I'm president of AtlanticLIVE, and it's really good to see so many of you here this morning for a conversation about what it's going to take to disrupt Alzheimer's disease. This is actually the third forum in our State of Care series. We've been examining significant issues affecting this country's healthcare system, from patient access and affordability to the cost and promise of innovation. And now today we're turning our attention to Alzheimer's. And why, you may ask, Alzheimer's? I think it's fair to say that the facts speak for themselves. As everybody here knows, it is one of the most devastating of diseases, a slow and excruciating descent that ultimately robs people of their memories and of their identities. And like so many of you, I'm sure, I have seen it up close with friends and with family. And Alzheimer's is also one of the leading causes of death in the world, and yet, unlike cancer or heart disease, Alzheimer's cannot be effectively treated or slowed, and is actually even hard to diagnose. There are nearly 6 million Americans living with Alzheimer's, and given our aging population, that number is expected to rise to nearly 14 million by the year 2050. 14 million. The public health implications of that are enormous, and Alzheimer's already costs this country hundreds of billions of dollars, and by 2050, that number will top 1 trillion, and I think it's fair to say that this number is hardly sustainable. We've gathered an extraordinary group of people here for today's conversation. We have doctors and scientists, policymakers, and patient advocates, all working on the front lines of Alzheimer's research and care. Across the morning, we're going to also talk about the emotional and financial toll this disease puts on families, and we'll meet a woman who's been caring for her mother, and this caretaker knows that she also has the gene for early onset Alzheimer's, so it is just a matter of time for her too. Before we get rolling, I do want to thank PhRMA for making this Atlantic series and today possible. We're very grateful for your support, PhRMA. And a few practical notes for all of you. Please silence your cell phones, but don't put them away, because we are on Twitter at AtlanticLIVE, and we would love you to join the conversation using the hashtag #AtlanticStateOfCare. It's all one word. And we want you to be part of the conversation in the room too, so we're going to make time for your questions throughout the morning. So now let's get rolling. Our first session is Where Are We Now? And for that, please welcome the President and CEO of the Alzheimer's Association, Harry Johns. And here to lead the conversation is my colleague, Atlantic staff writer Van Newkirk. Van, take it away.